Hello, everybody. This is Christina. Welcome to your week 2 recording for our therapy group, Mindfulness Tools for Trauma. This week, we talked a little bit about the neurobiological side of trauma. We discussed the different parts of the brain and a model by Stephen Porges called the window of tolerance. Remember, this model gives us a framework for our experiences and common experiences people have if they are in their window of tolerance or in a state of hyper arousal, fight or flight mode, or hypo arousal, freeze or appease mode, in a nutshell. We also used a scale to go along with it, adapted from David Treleaven, which is a tool I hope you can use to give you some perspective and understanding of your experience. Remember that giving our feelings and experiences a name or a number rating can help change the way we relate to them, can give us a more solid place to work with them. So I hope you are all able to use your handout from this week as a useful tool. We also did an auditory anchoring mindfulness exercise. And this is for focused attention. When we practice focusing our attention and grounding in our senses, we allow our thoughts and feelings to have a little space. We change our relationship to them. Now we're playing with focusing the attention, but the nature of human attention is to wander. So no judgment. Mindfulness is sometimes defined as awareness without judgment. So when the attention wanders, because it will wander, we just notice it and gently guide it back to our anchor. So for working with sound, we can use different apps or search on YouTube for nature sounds or white noise sounds. We talked about that a little in group. You could also use music or whatever sounds are just around you in the ambient environment. If you are choosing a sound, let it be something neutral or something emotionally positive for you, something that is not triggering. And if you are just listening to whatever sounds are happening around you, try to stay neutral to them. Try not to judge them or bring an emotional reaction to them. And if you do notice yourself doing this, no judgment there either. Just guide your attention back to the neutral experience of sounds and hearing. If thoughts or feelings do come up, try to just allow them to be there and move on their own. But if at any time you're feeling too emotional or too triggered, feel free to drop the exercise and do whatever you need to do to ground and care for yourself. If you need to open your eyes or shake out the body or use a different tool like the trigger protocol or window of tolerance scale, get yourself a drink of water. Whatever you need if you become triggered during this exercise. So remember that you always have options and that job number 1 is just to tune into how you're doing and to offer yourself what you need. So we'll go ahead and go through a auditory anchoring exercise. We'll begin with the same soft gaze that we practiced last week. Eyes half closed, lids soft, focus soft, looking at the floor in front of you. You can close your eyes, but only if doing that feels safe and comfortable for you. Otherwise, just practice that nice, soft downward gaze. And then we'll bring a little gentle movement to the body again, just giving the body permission to move in whatever way feels good. Small stretches or flexes, just giving yourself a little wiggle room. Just move the body just a little bit in whatever way feels good. Now we're going to move our attention down to the soles of our feet. And you can sit in a way that your feet are flat on the ground. Just bring your attention there. Gently press down a little bit, feeling where your feet connect to your socks or shoes or to the floor and to the ground below. And then gently press into one foot and then the other. Gently back and forth, pressing down into one foot and then the other. And then press into the toes, the balls of the feet, nice and gentle. And then roll back to the heels, rolling to the toes and to the heels, gently back and forth. And when the attention wanders away from the soles of the feet, that's all right. Just notice it, guide it back. Feel the soles of your feet. And now just let the attention go. Let it wander. If you haven't already started some sounds or music, you can do that. Or if you are just tuning in to your sense of hearing and the sounds around you, go ahead and move your attention into your sense of hearing. Try to experience the pure sense of hearing sounds. When the attention wanders, just gently guide it back to the sound. If the mind begins to stray into memory, just guide it back gently, gently back to the sounds around you. Right here, right now, nowhere else. What can you hear? If thoughts or feelings come up for you, try to just allow them to be there, separate from your attention, separate from yourself. Just let them move on their own, like clouds moving across the sky. Keep your attention on the sounds. What can you hear? If the attention wanders, as it does, just notice it. Guide it gently, kindly back to the sounds around you, right here, right now, nowhere else. And now let the attention go. Let it diffuse from the sounds and your sense of hearing. Let the attention rest and wander for a moment. And now gently bring it back to the soles of the feet, pressing gently down into the socks or shoes or floor and the ground beneath. Pressing into one foot, then the other, back and forth. Pressing into the toes, the balls of the feet, and rolling back to the heels, soft and gentle, rolling the feet front to back. And then let the attention go from the feet. Let's go back to our body. See what small, gentle movements feel good in our bodies right now. Maybe a little stretching, a little movement, just giving your body a little wiggle room. Move in whatever small, gentle way feels good in your body. And then, when you're ready, open your eyes and look around you. Come back out of the anchored attention. All right, those are our tools that we learned in week 2 of our group, Mindfulness Tools for Trauma. I hope this is a helpful resource for you to use in this recording. Thank you so much for being part of this group. Take good care, and I will see you in week 3.